turn up for morning sessions. Thank you very much.
You will not be penalized directly for missing out a session because you don't have the time to attend the session. However, the assignments are answered based on the information given in the delivered session. So if you don't attend the session, you may not be in position to handle all the assignments, and that will stop you from getting a certificate. There will be a certificate at the end of the session.
So if I don't turn up for morning sessions, I will not get the certificate.
If you don't complete the assignments, you'll not get a certificate.
Yeah, the assignments. Then how are we going to know? Because yesterday I submitted. How do we know those ones which are marked? Like, is Mr. Dumba, because I think he's the teacher of our class, is he going to be telling us the marks and so on?
No, the moment your assignment is marked and delivered, you will be notified by email. And also when you check the assignment, you'll be able to see your marks.
Okay.
Yes. Mr. Ka, do you have something to say? You can go ahead and unmute.
Sir, good afternoon, sir. Yeah, I wanted in the morning we attended, but I never saw the attendance list. So I don't know whether it was crucial or we never took attendance schedule. So that was my concern. Thank you.
Mr. Mkalele is going to publish the attendance lists and the link to the WhatsApp group shortly.
Okay, for today?
Yes.
Okay, please. Thank you, sir.
All right. Okay, thank you all. I think we are now set. So we are going to have Mr. Mukisa. Mr. Mukisa is going to take us through the recap session, and then he'll take us into Google Docs. Have a good time.
All right. Thank you so much, Moses. My name's Godfrey Mukisa once again. I've heard some people have just joined in the evening.
Mr. Mukisa, please speak up. Your volume is a little low.
Can you hear me now?
Better.
All right. I was introducing myself once again since some people have just joined in, and I wanted to use about 3 minutes. I share my video here so that people can see the person who is talking to them. I am Godfrey Mukisa, digital learning and development specialist. I have a foundation that I founded. That's my email, that's my website, that's my WhatsApp number. Today I'm going to take you through the Google Docs, but before we go to Google Docs, we are using the knowledge we got in the first session to go to Google Docs, because Google Docs is supposed to be. We are going to create a Google Doc from the file we created. Basically, we are going to use the Google. We are going to use the folder we created in the Google Drive is the one that we are going to use to create in that folder a Google Doc. So we are going to go step by step. We are not going to skip any step. We're going to make sure that everyone goes there, because this is a practical session. So members, if you don't have Google Docs or Google Drive when you are using the mobile phone, please download it. And if you are using a computer, you just have to visit the app in the browser using your email address. We also saw using a phone you can make a desk. You can make it look like the one we use on the computer. I don't know whether Moses, your phone can do that. I'm requesting that you use that one and show us. Any of you who can do that, I'm requesting that you show us how we can access using a mobile phone without downloading the app. Then later on, as we conclude, we will be able to use the app. Moses, anyone with a mobile? Okay, let me try to share this one. Let me try to share this. I want to share my screen. Basically, this is my screen. If you're visiting, for example, let me first organize this phone a bit. I want to show you how we are going to move together. When you are using your phone, what you are going to do. All right. So when you are using your mobile phone, just look at the screen. I'm sharing my screen. You have to go to your phone and look for the browser. This is the Google Chrome. Up there you type. No, you don't have to type. Before you type the browser, like, okay. We're going to go to Gmail, I think. Gmail.com. Now you are using your phone. We are going to access the Google Docs. So there is those dots there here. Can you see what I can in the right hand corner where you see mail.google.com/mail.u61? There is those 3 dots. When you click on them, it is going to bring an option. Down here, you are going to see, as you go down before settings, there is desktop site. You click on the desktop site. When you click on desktop site, we are waiting for it to come. Sorry, I didn't disable the notifications, but always make sure you disable. In my email address up there, you remember that those 3 dots, you click there, Google Apps. It is going to bring this menu. Since we are working on the Google Docs, you can look for the Google Docs. You can go to the Google Drive, but let's create it from the Google Drive. Just click the Google Drive. I'm using sorry, the phone has gone off. I don't know why. But at least I hope you have seen how we go. We are supposed to access it. So let's come back and look for it. from the computer, just like we visited the email address. It's the same way we are supposed to visit you just have to go and visit your email address. I want to share my desktop or folders. I want to share my desktop here. I can't see my desktop. Okay. Are you able to see my screen? Hello?
Yes, we can see your screen.
I hope everyone now know how to sign in to their email address. Let me just start from the email address. Just go to your email address right now. Let's move together. Go to your email address. On the right hand corner where we went and got the Google Drive. You remember we went here and accessed the Google Drive. Let me look. Here is my Google Drive. Members, let us go there together. I hope we are following. Let us go together. When I reach Google Drive, I will click and open the Google Drive. In the assignment I gave us was to create a folder. We create a folder. A pop-up will come, and we call that folder practice folder. Then we create it. If I can remind you, when you scroll down here, we looked at menus. These menus, the other folder. Please, someone should mute that person. You remember, Rogers shared with me, and some people here have already shared. Just like that means 2 people already have turned in, have shared with me their work out of 81. So for them, we'll find them in shared with me. All the folders you are going to share with me in the assignment, I'm going to find them here. But when I create a folder, it is in my drive here. Now this is what I've created. The other one in shared with me, they are created by you. They are in your drives, but I can access them here. So I've created this folder that I told you to create, and I told you in the assignment. I hope everyone was able to see the assignment. Let me try to visit it and share with us. Okay. Well, yeah. Okay, let me go to the classroom and show you the assignment. Classroom. Yes. Oh, sorry, classroom is not part of the academy. The entire academy is not part of the classroom. Yes.
You click on that plus sign and join class. And I read for you the class code.
Okay. What is the class code?
QJ.
It is it? QJ.
Then 0. Oh. O, small o.
Small o.
Y,
Y,
Q,
Q,
A7.
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 All right. Thank
Remember,
you so
that's
much.
how you need to join. That's how you can join a class. In case you are not, you join in the same way. You go to
Rogers,
the classroom.
Rogers,
Yes. Yes.
isn't that the code to the other classroom for cohort 2?
Yeah, this is for cohort 2.
Yeah, wasn't Mr. Godfrey already teacher there?
No, he's joining. He's joining with Itawa Academy.
Okay, okay.
So this is the work that is there. You see, I've already posted the presentation that I was supposed to share with the. This is the practice document. There is also presentation. So we are not going to read the presentation. It delayed us the other first session. So we are just going to follow. You can go to the classroom and be following. This is the Google Docs presentation. This is the practice document. But we are looking at the image Google Drive. I said we have an assignment there. You'll go there and read through. This is the module assignment 3, where I told you to create. This is the instructions. But what I'm interested in is the folder we created. What did I say? Make sure you signed in Gmail access from Gmail. Open Google Drive and create a folder and name it practice documents. Open the practice document folder in Google Drive and upload your presentation you created. The assignment that was given by Mr. Dumba, that one. Share your practice documents folder with. That means we'll be able to access your folder and see what you have done. So immediately we finish here, you will not have to send and do what? We shall see the assignment, what it is going to. So what I wanted to see is the folder that we are supposed to work in. That folder is supposed to be called practice. Let me come back here. You see how to rename a folder, because me, I have created it and I've called it practice folder. So to rename it, I have to right click and look for the options here. That is here, rename. So I remove the word folder and call it documents. So I click OK. So then I have to go to, I've opened the folder. So I want to answer this. There's someone who is asking some question I want to answer before we continue, because I wanted us to move together. Can you see someone who was raising
As
the
if
hand?
as if he has put the hand down.
Okay. All right. So when you are creating a document, you come here at new. But we said we are uploading first of all, we uploaded the what? The file. This is when you're uploading, you come here, file, upload. If it's the folder upload, but me, I'm going to upload one file from my desktop. Actually, it is what I called it practice document. I got it from people who turned in their work, who submitted their work, and they were marked. I changed that document into a Word document, and then I saved it as a PDF. So basically, if you did the other work, if it is a presentation, this is how you were supposed to do it and upload it here. That was part 2 actually, and you get 50 marks. As simple as that. So as we continue, we are going, now I have uploaded. That's where I hope every one of us was able to upload up to here. If you uploaded, put up your hand. Anyone who was able to upload, put up your hand, please. Hello? I am waiting for people to put up their hands, those who were able to upload, to create a folder in Google Drive and upload. Tekno did. I'm seeing 2 hands. Members, what was the problem? So far, 3 people. We have 4 out of 80. Members, okay, I want to address a challenge that someone got. If there's anyone who got a challenge, I'm requesting everyone to put down their hands so that I can see those who got the challenges in creating a folder and uploading their file. Those, please tell us what happened. I want someone who got a challenge to tell us so that we can continue. Hello? I want someone to, members, help me to identify that person who got a challenge.
Yes, Mr. Mkamat agree.
Unmute him so that he can tell us.
Hello.
Hello?
Hello.
Yes.
Yeah, for my case, I uploaded, but the challenge I had is when it came to sharing with the Tau Academy. That's
okay,
where
that
I faced a challenge.
Are you using a phone or a computer?
Sorry?
Are you using a phone or a computer?
Computer.
So, Mr. Mkisa, you show him how to share.
I'm using a Chrome.
Okay. Sharing, you click on that particular file you want to share. We said we share a folder, right? You go back, right click on that folder. It will bring a number of options. There is here share. Click on that share.
And there's also get link.
You can also get link. You type Itawa Academy there. You type the email address like Rogers Mukalere.
Mukalere Rogers at gmail.com.
Mukalere Rogers. Rogers at gmail.com. So it will show that is on Gmail. Simply that and click send. There's another option here, you get link. I said also you upload a link. You would come here and say get link, and then you don't restrict it because I'm the one who want it. You're going to submit it in the classroom. I'm the only person who's going to see
so you change it to everyone with the link.
Yes. Then you copy the link. Done. You go to the classroom. Do I see the classroom here? Where was the assignment? The assignment. Oh no. Yeah, you come here.
View assignment.
View assignment. Let me go back to class.
Then you click on add. Yes, it's
where
fine.
you find it. You come here.
Mm.
You come to that particular assignment here. You first click in it. Then you say view assignment. You come here and say add or create. You come here, you say I have a link. You copy and paste. You paste it here.
How do you
Add the
paste?
link. Control V. For me, I use the Control V.
Yeah, I was just trying to say that people get to know the shortcut.
All right. So it is there and turn in. They're asking, turn in your work? Yes. And you get your 50 out of 100 for the Google Drive. As simple as that, in 2 minutes you are done. So I hope I hope those who got the challenge now they know what to do. Let's go back to the folder and continue with the Google Drive. Yes, agree. Someone should unmute.
He has finished. Zan was talking.
Oh,
Mr.
okay.
Mukisa.
Yes.
I think you go to the, if you had the presentation, first go in the presentation and we look at Google Docs because our time is going to be going. Then we shall handle other questions at the end.
All right.
Yes, yes.
So I uploaded that presentation here to the classroom, to the classwork. You can be able to view that presentation. Actually, I'm viewing it from there. That's our presentation. Agenda. What you are going to look at is getting started with Google Docs, creating and working with Google Docs, editing and formatting with a doc, inserting objects, sharing and collaborating. Actually, I'm going to pass through very fast because you have it. Then we do on the practicals. We have getting started. Google Docs is a free web-based word processor, just like Microsoft Word. Create and collaborate on documents with people in real time. You can edit one same document. I think we are going to do that. Save and access files in the cloud. That one we saw that we are able to upload and save it there. Now we are going to create and it remains there. Convert Microsoft Word documents to Google Docs and vice versa. Now for us, we are going to convert a PDF. One of the most important things you have to observe here, you don't need a software that converts your PDFs to Word document, editable document. Actually, that's the activity you are going to do today, one of the activities. So now, like versions, when you are saving Microsoft Word, you have to save in certain versions, but this one, all versions, you'll be able to open them. Then how do you access Google Docs? For us, we know the other option of accessing it from our Gmail, but there's also another option of getting it from docs.google.com. It is designed for optimal performance using Google Chrome. So I also, let me say this, Google Chrome, please use it as your browser. Then this is what happens when you open it from Google Docs. We shall see docs.google.com. You're going to see the different templates here. Then the display options here, file picker. Then you can pick your files from where they are located. Your docs, they are here. Then you can create. Now here, creating and working with Word documents. Use Google Docs to create new documents and make quick and easy changes. You can rename a document like you have renamed the folder. You add the text You copy, duplicate a document, download from the cloud, use the templates for various documents. So we are going to go through a few things, but the rest you read through and do. It's all about reading and doing. What we have shared, it is understandable, but
Mr.
anyone
Mukisa,
can.
something.
Yes, please.
Yeah, so there are some technical words that some members may not be easy. So, for example, we have talked about download from the cloud, yeah? And members should know what the cloud is. You see, when we maybe let me just use a minute to explain it, and then you proceed. Yeah. Yeah. So on the internet.
Please go ahead, Rogers.
Yeah. So on the internet, we have what we call the cloud, and we have companies like Google that have what we call data centers. They have servers which are having a lot of space, and people upload things on those servers every minute. For example, if you look at how many people are sending emails and sending attachments every minute, they are all uploading those things to the computers of Google through the internet. If how many people are posting photos on Facebook, millions of people are posting their photos there. So Facebook has some servers which are on the internet. So those that online storage place where we store all those things, we call it a cloud. And when you put your things on the cloud, they are safer than putting them on a flash disk or on a desktop at your school. There they will be safe. Like for me, I have documents I put on the cloud 10 years ago. I've lost my laptops, I've lost my phones, my flash disks have been, viruses have attacked, but the information on the cloud is there, you always access it. Yeah, so I wanted to explain what I mean by cloud. That is those online compute space, or we can call it in the cyberspace. Yeah, where the information is uploaded and kept. Okay, you can proceed.
All right. When I talk about downloading from the cloud, I'm going to share a link from NCDC. The other work, home study materials. I'm sharing it in the chat room. You'll be able to click that link and download something from there when we reach that time. So you can be able to download all the materials that the home study materials, August. I've shared that I've shared it in the chat. You can copy the link, maybe paste it somewhere. You'll use it later. I was saying that let's continue to the next. We are going to see how to rename. This is a menu bar.
And also, Mr. Mukisa.
Yes.
I don't know why you chose to run the presentation in a small. On the phones, it appears very small.
Oh, all right. Let me share the real presentation.
Okay.
Let me share the presentation from. All right. Hope now we can see.
Yes.
Proceed to presentation view.
My mouse, I can't see my mouse. I don't know why.
Just run presentation, F5.
Okay, it has worked.
Perfect.
Yeah. So we were on that we can rename. There's a menu bar. You're going to see it. There is the home screen for the docs. There is text formatting. There are tools how you can format the text. For those who have been using Microsoft Word, this is going to be a walkover. There's a paragraph formatting. You can rename the document name. You can click anywhere in your document and begin typing. And then you can create a copy of a document. Because 2 documents are better than 1, you can select this one and make a copy. In case you make an error from the other one you are editing, you go back to the other version. Then you can save Google document to your computer. That is downloading it, what we are talking about. So if you reach, if you want to download that document, you click on File. We are going to see that. You download as. You can change the name you want to call it. You can select the file type here. If you uploaded a folder which is in Microsoft Word and you open it with you just open it with Docs, then you say download and save as any format you want. Microsoft Word, there is that's what we are interested in. Open document format, web page. Here the PDF is here. Yes, the PDF you can change it there and then, even using your phone, not only the computer, because there are versions that can change to PDF, or you have to put a plugin in the document. But here Google has simplified it. You can delete a document if you no longer want it. When you delete it, it goes to the bin. So we will see that to the trash. Okay. Then Google Docs templates. There are templates, a number of templates, but it's better to look at the template and create yours. But you re-explore that one later. Today we want you to learn the basics. Then later on you look at those using pre-made templates. All right, you read through and try it out. Editing and formatting. Modify your document with various formatting options, page settings, and more. You can change the font, type, and styles. Undo, redo, and change. You can view revision history and revert to prior versions. You can update paragraph formatting and page settings. You can change the text from bold, italics, underline, colors, and more. Just like in the email we are seeing that menu down there. You can still do here. It's better. You can copy the text somewhere and do it here. It's easier. Using undo and redo. The last change you've made, there are shortcuts there. Undo, Control Z, redo, Control Y. There is view or revert to any prior version of the document via revision history. If you made some changes that you didn't and you deleted some work, you can go to the history and use some version. Reverting to prior versions. This is how you do it. Select a prior revision to preview it. Then you click restore this version, revert to it. That is the preview window. Select from any prior version, revert to selected revision. I think for me, I'd never used it. Rogers was showing us, I don't know which class, and that's when I started using it. So then paragraph formatting, just that menu is there. You can adjust the page settings. You select file, page setting, then options, the landscape. Actually, for me, I also do some presentations with large screen using Word documents sometimes. When we are doing graphics, there are some graphics that disturb when you are doing presentations, when you want to share. So normally I use the Microsoft Word, So I can also use this one to organize it to a size I want. So you can do that and change the size to A4, A3, F5, and so on. Insert objects, enhance your document with images, links, tables, drawing, and more. Actually, some of these things you did it when you are doing presentations. So it's going to be a walkover. Just you need to put this one in mind that this is what you are going to do. Let that presentation help you while you are understanding more, because we have little time, we are moving fast, and you can sit back home, relax a few minutes, and look through and understand and master. That's how you can insert an object, picture, webcam. You can upload from the PC, the webcam, URL, Google Drive, and web search. You can search online any picture and add it to your document. Instead of download on the computer, then insert in the Microsoft Word, here you just search it and insert it. You can insert a link like we are doing, we are copying a link and starting in the Google Classroom. You can even insert in that particular document. You add the text which links to a website or email address. You're trying to, you write, you don't paste there the links. That particular word, someone click on it and visit the website. That's how you do it. Insert objects and drawings. You can insert shapes, lines, text boxes, arrows, and more. You can insert objects table. You can, this is continuation of inserting object. There's a table. When you are creating a table, you can also create a table here and put in, like you can see there, an example. You can select a number of cells to display both horizontally and vertically. That you are now customizing the table you want. You can share a document just the way we have learned sharing in the file, in the folder. You can allow others to view, download, or edit files. Collaborate with colleagues on a project. Like you can be different teachers, like ICT teachers, biology teachers. You create a document and say, another one is going to type on this page, on this topic on the first page, me I'm typing the second page. You can do one book. You can have one consolidated notes. You can do, you can work on that book that you want to publish when you are so many, from when everyone is at his home. You can send a file to a friend or a client. You can share both Google and non-Google users. Yeah, collaborating with others. Actually, for us who help schools to teach online, some put their work on the websites. So someone doesn't need to have an email address to access the work. Just share the link. They'll just go use the browser and download. That is what they are talking about when they say users and non-users. Those are the collaboration features. Actually, when when you are editing, there are some subjects that a child can do, and you edit, and they can do, and you mark them. You can by adding comments and so on. That's what this one is all about. I'm also going to show you how you can just speak where I'm just the way I'm speaking. Like you would use this tool like when the students are learning, instead of writing in a funny way, the child can open that document. I've seen that one work when I'm using a computer. I don't know about the phone. Someone can just speak when it is typing. I remember in the other first, I also learned I had never used the one for WhatsApp. That when you are talking, what you are talking is changing into a text. Even Google Docs has it. You can view email notification in your email. That document can come and just open it from your email. The recipients of shared file receive an email notification. Shared files can be accessed via email using the open button. Non-Google users will only have to view access. They cannot edit Google Docs. So if you are not using Google, you can only view, you can't edit. But even non-Google users can be able to receive them and view. Adding comments, actually this one, I know we can't exploit all, but you have to read this because you can, if you adapt to what I've told you, instead of children writing, they can speak the answers and then you decide to edit. So this one is very important. It can help you so much. So who said that you can't teach online with all those tools? So let's go to practicing. Now let's get our folder that we created.
Yeah, Mr. Mukisa.
Yes.
Yeah, so as you open the online Google Doc there, there's something I want members to appreciate about Google Docs. You see, we have, and by the way, when you're talking about Google Docs, we should not limit it to only Microsoft Word or the Word document. Or we have others in the family, like the sheets, the slides, all having the same, running on the same, in the same environment on the drive. We may not have enough time to show all the others, but maybe you could actually try to open also sheets and they see all the things are the same, but this one is on the Google, within the Google Drive. Now, I wanted to ask to hear from some members, what do you think are the advantages of using Google Docs as compared to using WPS? WPS is another app you can use on the phone, but you can use Google. We have Microsoft Word, which you can use on the lap on the computer. Microsoft Word, which is very common. I think every school uses Microsoft Word to type exams. What are the advantages of Google Doc, using Google Docs as compared to using Microsoft Word? Is there anyone who can put up your hand and you tell us why? Because someone may say, why can't I just use my Microsoft Word? It can be able to type my exam. It can be able to type my scheme of work. So let me first hear from these people. There's Goroti Nagawa. Goreti? Then there is Nangoma. You can put on your video. You see, we over deal in darkness and you want us to be interactive. Even me, let me first turn on my video. Yes.
Thank you very much. Actually, Google Doc, according to how I have studied it, it is quick, it saves time, it is convenient, and multiple users can use it. I can be in the same document typing this way to make corrections when another one is also typing. It's more smart. Thank you.
Okay, yeah, the advantage with that one is that last thing you talked about of collaboration, us working on the same document. We can share the same document at the same time. And yes, there is Nangoma. Nangoma? Okay. Nangoma, you try to unmute.
I have the same opinion like the previous speaker.
You have the same opinion like the first speaker.
Yeah.
Okay, so you see, I always want people to appreciate what they are learning. Otherwise, people may think that, now what is this? I was seeing example in the chat saying, we are not getting you. What I want you to appreciate that what we are looking at here is when you are working with, for example, e-learning environment, you have teachers in different places. Like, for example, we have been having lessons of learners. Some teachers are in Imbarara, others in Jinja, others in, but because of Google Drive and Google Docs. We can work and collaborate on the same documents. So this is a version which is on the cloud. We do things and they are synchronized and saved automatically. So Mr. Mukisa, now I think you can now open. I just wanted to get that such that people can get to know and appreciate. Yeah, so you can go ahead and you do those other demonstrations, and then remember we are having only 30 minutes left, and then we shall be winding up. Yes, you can go on, Mr. Mukis.
Rogers.
Yes.
I wanted you. Can you open a Google Docs document? I wanted to show participants something.
Mr. Mukisa can do that. Mr. Mukisa, can you open? Only me open.
Hello, Rogers, are you sharing with us an empty,
okay,
a blank doc?
Okay, it's fine. Let me share. Let me share. Okay, are you able to see?
Yes, I can see Rogers. Now there is a tool under the word tools on the menu. Do you see tools?
Yes.
And then you see the word voice. I don't see voice. Hello?
Yeah, there should be voice. Huh?
Yeah, there is voice typing.
Let me see.
Okay, Rogers, if it's not there, the shortcut for voice typing is Control plus Shift plus S.
Control Shift S.
Yes.
Hello?
Yes, Rogers.
Okay, so Control Shift S. Eh?
Yeah, that's the shortcut for voice typing.
Okay, so this one is bringing in. Okay.
No, I think that's something else. I wonder why UndoRedo doesn't have that.
It should be under tools, eh?
Yeah, under tools.
Okay.
But what I wanted, voice.
Okay, this is.
Voice
okay, it should be there. Either under accessibility, insert. Voice typing. There are several tools. Under tools, eh?
Yeah, on my menu it is under tools.
Okay, let me try to. Sometimes the resolution could make some things to be. Okay. Okay. It's fine.
Nothing. Can you allow Nangoma to share her screen so that I can illustrate this?
Okay. Yeah, I was saying something here about. Let me. When I say it, I'll tell members where I found it.
We can share Drusilla Nangoma's screen. Can we try that?
Let Nangoma request. I cannot find her in the list.
And here it is. No, you just go to participate.
It's fine.
I mean,
let her try.
Okay. They're still the same here. Now. So you can see my screen now.
Yes.
You see. So under tools, there is a tool here called voice typing. Rogers, can you see it?
Yes, I can see.
So when you type voice typing and you start talking, when you're talking, it can help you type the text by simply talking. That tool is also another important tool. Hello?
Yes, yes, I get you.
Okay, I think we can illustrate this. This is the this is the fourth lesson under the Edify teachers training. So Rogers, you notice that as I am talking, the Google Docs through its tools is typing whatever I'm typing. Only that you have to be very keen when you are talking. You can even tell it to add a paragraph, or you can say period, space. You see, as I talk, the words are coming, only that maybe my accent is not good. But when you have practiced so well, you can decide, hello, my name is Rogers, and I am here to teach you about Google Docs. Rogers, do you appreciate that tool?
Yes.
Okay, Mr. Muksa can continue.
Thank you so much, Mr. Dumba. That is really handy. We need to adopt. Mr. Mukisa, are you still there?
Okay, maybe. Yeah, okay, maybe Mr. Mukisa, I'm not seeing him as if he's off. Okay, yeah, so maybe let me try to handle a few things here, and then we shall be winding up. Okay, so first of all, the teachers, Mr. Mukisa told us earlier that he has put the presentation that he has been using to teach. It is already there on Google Classroom. So when you go there, you can get it, and you can be able to look out for the features that have been demonstrated, including voice typing and others. So Google Docs is part of Google Drive and is part of Google Tools, and you should be able to use it. But also we have the mobile version. So for some members, there's an app. There is an app for Google Docs. So these notes are there. You go to Google Classroom, you'll find all the notes up to the end. And we are going to be putting up some assignment to be able to. Already he had finished the entire presentation. Yeah, so that is one. Now the other second thing is when you go to your Google Drive, you can access all the Google Docs. You can launch Google Docs from there. You can create a folder. You can go inside that folder and you create a Google Doc, and then you collaborate with other people. Yeah. So for example, us in the Edify staff, we have a collaborative drive where all the teachers have been putting schemes of work. You need to know the takeaway, the key takeaway for the lesson. So we have teachers here. They have been putting exams. We have end of month exams. We have been having exams. We have schemes of work. And you see, these are the different teachers who are putting these exams here. It's not one person. So when you are doing e-learning in one way or the other, you should be able to have you should be able to have to collaborate, because the teachers, this is remote distance learning. You should be able to use tools like collaborative tools to be able to create documents together. The teachers upload the work, others review on the other side. So we have actually we have been using these. So here we have different teachers here, and they have been editing, and we have been working on these documents together. Now, the advantage is that sometimes if you type your document in Microsoft Office in Word on your desktop and you upload, it will automatically be converted into Google Doc format, and you can be able to edit here. Mr. Mkisa talked about comments. I can come and I select this, and I add a comment, and I say, I can add a comment, and I say, let's change this question. And then the other teacher will be able to get a comment before the changes is added. You can put comments alongside the documents, so other members can come and they see what you were thinking of. So there are a lot of features here in Google Docs that we should be knowing. Now, when you click at the top here, we have other things like Google Sheets. I normally enjoy using this tool when I'm demonstrating collaboration. Yeah, so there's this sheet here. So this is the Excel version of Google Docs. So when you go to Google Sheets, also you'll find an interface like this. You can put a name. Google Sheets are normally used for things like marks. So you could have a mark sheet, and you create this, and you want the teachers to put in marks. So you can have English. So I could have a name. I have English there. So I can have mathematics. So I can have this. This is a mark sheet. Many of us have been using these. Yeah, so I can share this with other teachers, and I tell them, please, all of you enter the marks. We need these marks by 3. So all these are our teachers in the Edify e-class program. We have all these teachers. All these teachers have access to this. If I now copy this, then I can send this link. I can even decide to make it that let the link be, I copy the link. So I want to share this link, assuming you are a teacher and you are one of our teachers here. I want you to open this link and put in some marks. Just put in any mark that you can. So I should be able to see. I want someone to put in a marker for Annette. So we are in a WhatsApp group. We want to make but you can share with specific people. And by the way, it will even tell you who has put the mark. That is the other advantage. So you can know who has added which comment, who has added. So I want someone to put in marks. I want to see some marks here on this sheet. I want someone to open this sheet and you put in some marks. So you just tap that link so it shows me here the people who have opened the link. I can be able to see them up there. And then so for me as the lead, I can just okay, has anyone managed to open that link? Okay, now if you are using a phone and you try to open, let me try to change this link so that it allows the sharing down here. So people can access, but they cannot edit. So those are permissions. Those are some of the permissions that you do. So people can open and see, but they can't see. So if I want it to be that everyone can say, click on this, anyone on the internet can view, I can change this. And I say, everyone on the internet can edit. So in that case, I will be allowing everyone to edit. So you can even give permissions to specific people to be able to edit or to be able to, this permission thing is important. Even the people here, like for example, I have several teachers here added. I have Abu Lawrence Kenya, so I can say maybe Luanga should just view or should be able to comment but cannot edit. So these settings here with the collaboration. So you can see the teachers have started putting in marks. And within a short time, we are going to have marks. And I can even be able to see who has put in. I can click on show history, show edit history. And I can be able to see who is adding. I can be able to review and I see who is adding marks for these learners. So collaboration with Google Drive is very, very important. Moses Kasa, thank you for the results I've seen. So all of us can put marks at the same time into this particular document. And that is the power of Google Docs. That is the power of collaboration. So we can share this document with specific, someone will say, hey, when people put wrong marks, you can share this with 3 people whom you know, and then they enter marks, you also enter and you solve a problem within a short time. Now, at this time, I want to ask one of the members who has a phone to show us the mobile. You see, it's not good to only be showing things on computer, because some big percentage of us don't have a computer. So I want to get a colleague who is going to share with us how you can access these Google Docs using a mobile. We have Google Docs, Google Sheets. We also have Google Forms, actually. We never talked about Google Forms, and it is a very important tool, which we looked at in the last training. Yeah, so.
All right, thank you. Thank you very much. Now, I'm going to share my screen. I'm using a phone. Hopefully, Rogers, you can end sharing your screen.
Okay, Mr. Ogisha, please. Thank you very much. You can go ahead.
Very good. All right, thank you. Let us get started. So the first thing, can you be able to see my screen? I need feedback to continue.
You try again. We are not seeing yet.
Subi.
All right, thank you. Now, the starting point is Google Play Store, because Google Docs is an app, Google Drive is an app. By default, when you have your phone, you'll have Google Drive, but you may not have Google Docs. So you locate Play Store on your phone quickly. After locating Play Store, you type in Google Docs, or simply Docs, and then search. After you've got it, now you can imagine, for me, I'd already downloaded, so I don't have the option of install. But if you don't have, you will click install and wait for it to install. So I will simply click open. Now, Google Docs is linked to Google Drive. Automatically, after you have opened, you will view the documents that have been uploaded on Google Drive. So if you want to edit, you simply click on the document. But for the very startup, if you want to create a document from scratches, like you can see at the bottom of my screen, there is a plus sign. So I click plus. Like Mr. Mukisa was explaining, you can create a document by choosing a template, or we can create by default a new document. So when I click new document, yes, I'll have a screen to allow me type. Now, why Google Docs? Already we have agreed and shared in the chat. I'll be sharing. I've already posted a link explaining the advantages of using Google Docs compared to WPS Office or Microsoft Word. Among them is collaboration and Word. So quickly here, you may want to create a letter. You may want to create any document, a timetable, or anything else without using a laptop or a desktop computer. So I'm just going to demonstrate something. Perhaps I'm going to write a letter just quickly in the interest of time. Mugisha, perhaps Dance. I stay here in Kayunga, then Wakiso. Perhaps my number is 078801, 6008. And then I have to put the date. Quickly, today is 28th, and can just end by 28th August, 31st, 08. So this is creating or writing, the process of creating. Then perhaps I'm writing it to the head teacher. I will not finish it, head teacher. That is Itau Academy. Remember in the morning, our facilitator created a school email. So I want to imagine this school is operating. I've written to Itau Academy. Then maybe let me salute, dear sir. It could be a lady. Let me salute with respect to all sex. And then now the reference. Perhaps if I'm applying for a job, I'll have to write a complete reference. But let me imagine I'm a student and I'm applying for a post. Just say application. Sorry. Yeah. For the post of headship. So participants, I will encourage you to continue using this process to type your letter. Perhaps I'll write one paragraph and I'll show other tools to allow our facilitator to continue. So maybe I say I'll hereby submit or humbly submit my application as per the above reference. Yeah. And then maybe I'll conclude. I should have written very much, but in the interest of time, just to explore other tools, allow me conclude. I'm Mugisha Dennis. So this is the process of creating. Now I'm quickly going to take you through the process of saving. By default, Google Docs.
Maybe,
Google Docs.
Mr. Ogisha,
Please.
Before you save, I want you to bold and also align your address above there.
All right, thank you. Now, formatting is very simple with Google Docs. Like you always do in other application, you have to first select it. To select text, you long press on the text and then highlight. This is the first address, so I would want to bold it. So first long press text. After I've long pressed, highlight it. Good. Sorry, my phone is a bit. Okay. Okay. After highlighting that, there are two options. You can click on this icon A to have tools, or to display the tools. There is bold, italicize, underline, and several. Perhaps I'll bold this since it is a heading, and maybe I'll also bold the reference and underline. Quickly. So you can imagine I'm taking very shorter time to create a document and saved in cloud like they explained. So this being the reference, I'll underline, bold. If there's anything I have to bold still here, I can even bold this other recipient address. Then I can bold it. We still have other tools you can explore in your free time. I told there is increasing size. There is superscript and subscript. The superscript is x squared, subscript is x base 2. You can even love to change the color. So just as you'd format your document in word processors like Microsoft Word, Google Docs has tools for formatting a document. Yeah. Quickly, I would love to show how to change the file name. Please, like I said, Google Docs automatically saves whatever we type, but then you may love to change the file name just to allow you quickly identify your document. So like on this title bar, I'll simply click on the document. By default, it opens it as United document. So I can click on United here.
Untitled.
Untitled, very good. Then I give it a name, perhaps this is a letter. Yeah, my document is shared. Now I want to demonstrate quickly how we can share this document with other recipients. Mr. Mukarele Rogers was demonstrating how Excel can be shared with several participants to easily edit. So to share this letter which has been typed, you click on this icon of a person and a plus. Upon clicking, you will be required to enter the emails of the recipients. Perhaps one of the person I would love to share with is Mr. Mukarele. So I have this email already, and I type MU, it comes. So when I select it, it's added. I can add another person, perhaps Mr. Dumba Stephen, one of the facilitator, and I can keep adding other participants. Something you should have to also edit is the roles of these people you're adding. You can click this drop down arrow. Do you want them to edit? If you want them to edit, then you give them, you select editor. You want them to only comment, you click this icon of commenter. If you want them to view, just view the document, then you switch to viewer. I've given them permissions to edit. That's why this has a tick. Yeah, I can even add a simple message to accompany the share. I can say, kindly review this letter. This letter before the end of the day. End of the day. And then when I click, of course, if I'm done with everything, I click this button of send. And shortly, you can see people added. At this very moment, I can give them a call if they are not online, or I can, if they're always online, then they check their emails precautionally as a good tip. They will have to open, edit, and then get back to me. Now, when they edit, there is no need of, again, uploading the file and sending me or sending you on WhatsApp. Any changes made to this document is synced or saved. I can access it. Unlike Microsoft Office and other word processors. So like they said, finally, you may not only create Google Docs documents. If you want to perhaps switch to Google Drive, this Google Doc app is linked to Google Drive. You click on this icon and then click Google Drive. That is to view other documents or the other folders like Mr. Muksa was explaining. If you want to create a PowerPoint file, Excel file for PowerPoint file, Google Docs uses Point, or the Google Slides. So you click the plus, you choose what to do. Do you want to create Word document? Use Google Docs. You want to create an Excel file? Use Google Sheets. You want to create a PowerPoint file? Use Google Slides. So thank you very much. That has been a quick demo on how to use a phone to create a Google Doc document. Perhaps we shall interact later. Let me allow the other facilitators add something. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Mukisa, for that. Yeah, so as members, you can see what he has shared with me is here. The letter that he has just shared with me is here. So I get it when I go to my drive, I can see the letter he has shared with me. He didn't even need to send an email. He just shared in his drive. If I click on shared with me, I'll see what people are sharing with me. Different people are sharing with me different things at different times. Maybe
Richard,
before
I
I
think
wind
you have
up.
an echo. You have two microphones in the same place. Please mute one.
Okay.
I don't seem to find it.
Okay.
Okay.
Rogers.
Yes.
It is now okay.
Okay.
I'm sorry I went off. Data was not flowing, the Airtel data, but there's
It's
another
fine.
tool I was talking about. I was talking about. Thank you for taking up. There's another tool that I was talking about in Google Docs that you can just speak. Some people, when they are just new into this, they don't have the speed like Mr. Dennis. So I think
on mobile or on Mr. Dumba demonstrated something about voice. I'm going to see why here I was not seeing it. Maybe
go
there is a way
down.
how you can turn it on.
Script,
Under
is it?
add-ons.
No, go to tools and we see tools.
No, it is not here. I'm going to troubleshoot how it can be enabled. Some whatevers it may not appear, or it could be in a different location. For voice, for dictation, yeah. But we already demonstrated it. Maybe, Mr. Mkisa, before we wind up, there's something I just wanted to wrap up on with. One of the other docs, which is very, very important. We looked at docs, sheets. We talked about slides even in the morning, even yesterday. There is this one known as forms. It is also one of the Google Docs. And we are going to share some video on how teachers can use this. In the first cohort, teachers used this. And actually, we wrote, schools have been using it. There is an article here on the website of ICT teachers about schools turning online admission forms amid COVID. And if you open this article, you'll see very many schools here. If you open this link like this one, Chitante Hill, the link is docs.google.com/ if you click on these, or one of the schools have been using Google Docs and in particularly Google Forms to create admission forms for senior 1. And they get the links and they share with parents, and they have been using these to capture the admissions. So what we need to do is, as teachers, we need to know how to create, how to create an admission form like this one here. Ask the learner whether he got, you click using these tools in a Google form to ask maybe what the learner got in SST. So it is very simple. We are going to share this one, I think, in a tutorial, how you can easily create, if you want the learner to upload something, it allows file upload and all others, and they are all connected to the drive. So many schools were been creating here on the list. In this article we have, we were trying to see the number of schools which we, and it is a very good, even this training, the attendance form which you are filling in, we are using Google Docs to make that attendance form. And even the form that we used for you to apply to be part of this training, we are using Google Docs or Google Forms to make this attendance form. So for you can be able to fill in and be part of this training. So I can come here and I say attendance registration. I can add on something. So far I can see 107 people. Attendance registration, cohort 2. Cohort 2. Then I can create my form. I say which name, the things you want, everything here. Then I click on send. I copy the link. This is the link. And whenever people are telling me, where's the link registration form? I just come here and I copy this link. I click on this part where there is a link, and then I click on copy.
Don't forget to shorten.
Yeah, you can shorten it if you want it to be shorter. Yeah, than yeah. So I can copy that. Then I come to the chat, to the WhatsApp group, and then I paste it there. So I'm going to paste the link. If you are not registered, you just register. That is the link to show that. And if I want to see those who have attended, I just come down here and I see it even gives me pie charts. I can know most of the people attending through Zoom, they are attending Others are saying they missed, but they are going to do. I can be able to see the people and where they are coming, and the comments from the members who are saying it has been a wonderful lesson, it has been educative. Yeah, it has been good. If you give us any feedback that maybe the session has been fast, yeah, the training is too fast. Someone here is saying it is too fast. Yeah, we don't have anything to do because we have only 1 hour to show you very many things. So we need to show you this, walk through, and then give you the video recording so that you can review later. Yeah, but we are getting the feedback as you keep sending it in. And also, so you can use something like this to capture information from parents, to get admissions, to get whatever, and whatever you get, it can be sent to Google Sheets. If I click on this and I see this, I can be able to see, I can be able to download. I can click on this and then I see the downloads. I can download all the responses. Yeah, and I turn on even notifications whenever someone fills in, I can get it. So those are some of the things that I wanted to demonstrate with. So I think, yeah, so we are going to be asking you to try out some of those. Mr. Mukisa, what is the assignment for today? Mr. Mukisa, are you still there? Yes.
Yes. Can you hear me?
Yes.
All right. Just we want, it's my view is that they created document, Google Doc. I shared what is called the practice document. I extracted someone's work from the classroom, which was a PowerPoint of 9 pages, and put it in 1 page. I wanted someone to go and download it from the Google Classroom, upload it in his or her folder, and then after uploading it, should change it to an editable document, so that he can be able to change and format it the way he or she wants. But also, after changing it to be editable, he's supposed to extract that same information and copy and paste it in another page. It's all about just change a document that is in a PDF into editable, create a document and paste what you got from there and put it here.
Okay, maybe Mr. Mukisa, what I've realized, there are some members who are having challenges in understanding our assignments. What we will do, we should just ask a simple task, which can be even a single, such that they try out, but you try to compose that assignment in a simple way, and publish it on Google Classroom so that they can get it.
Okay.
And
meanwhile,
try to do it.
How is the other one that we gave them? How is it? Is it too hard? Is it what?
The other one of sharing the folder and sharing the link, I think we have demonstrated it also during today's in the earlier when we were starting. We have demonstrated it.
Yes.
Yeah, but this one we can tap into what they are doing. You can tell someone to type something, maybe a scheme or we see what or something, and then they share. Yeah, you try to think. You try to work on the assignment and publish it. Yes.
My interest is in, there are so many documents they can get from Shareability, from the NCDC. How can they be able to use the Google Docs to change it and edit those notes, and they be able to create very fast some notes they can share with their students right now, because they don't have computers and so on, even time to type. Basically, that skill I thought.
Mr. Mukisa,
yes.
Changing a document which is PDF requires converting. We have not demonstrated that. It requires, we upload it, then it converts it automatically, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, but we have not demonstrated that, and that's what we are sending them to do. When you upload a PDF, it automatically changes into a document. If you upload it into Google Docs. And then you can be able to, edit, and you can download it as a Word version.
Mr. Rogers. Mr. Rogers.
Yes.
Mr. Rogers, I'm requesting that I get at least 5 minutes because that is a take home.
No, there is no time, Mr. Mkisa. You see, your 5 minutes, you are going to be too fast, and still they will say you are too fast, and so they will not understand what you're saying. What we can do, we can give.
Okay.
Let us just you look for a tutorial on that. We are going to share some tutorial in the classroom. Just put a simple activity. You can't learn from many things at a go. Let us put just a simple activity which they can do with even their phones. Remember, some are not having computers. Whenever we are putting assignments, we should mind about people with phones who cannot do. Yeah, so we just do something simple. And then they can be able to submit. Yeah, we can even ask them to do a Google form. Maybe we send them a tutorial, a small tutorial, and they try out creating a Google form like in the first cohort, how we did. Or they can create a Google Doc like what Mr. Ogisha has done, a letter, a simple letter, and then they share the link on Google Classroom, something that they can easily do.
Okay, a
because
letter
every
will work
day,
because Mr. Ogisha already, we shall do a letter
because
he has already
every day we give an assignment. Even tomorrow morning, there's another assignment on something else. So we should be able to give something they can do within a short time.
All right, Rogers.
Okay, members, you look out for the assignment on Google Classroom. It's going to be a simple one that you can do within 1 hour. And tomorrow we are going to be coming back here, and we are going to be looking at Zoom. I think we are going to be looking at Zoom. After you have created the documents and you have done whatever you want, you may need to, I wanted to share the timetable, but it's not showing. So you may want to start now the live lessons. So we are going to be looking at, I think our program is indicating Zoom tomorrow. Yeah, I think it should be Zoom. So we are going to be looking at how you can use Zoom. Now, like you see these lessons we are having, how do we manage Zoom? It's not something that, yesterday I was in a meeting where teachers were meeting officials from the ministry, but there was a lot of noise. How do we get to control the Zoom class, to control the chat? What are the security threats? How do you set up Zoom for these lessons and customize, and which settings are you supposed to do? Yeah, so we are going to be having that. Then the attendance list, attendance list, we have shared it like 3 times during this session. Yeah, I think we have shared the attendance list in the chat. Let me try to share again. If you have not registered in the attendance, you just touch that link that is there. I'm seeing Dennis from Edify, you have joined in. I don't know that you have a minute or you will greet the members tomorrow. I don't know, because our time is actually spent. Otherwise, we are winding up with the session today. I don't know if there's anyone with a question or concern. You could put up your hand, and we get only 1 or 2, but but for now the time is over. We can get one person to give us a closing prayer.
Let's pray. Thank you very much, Rod, for today's session, for yesterday's session. Thank you for the sessions to come along till Saturday. We are so grateful for the trainings that are going on. We are learning. Thank you for guiding the trainers in such a spirit of servant leadership towards teaching with the love, so that we can really understand. Give them more glory, give them more energy and power and ability to extend their services even beyond more boundaries. We pray and we request that you help us be okay tomorrow, so that we can attend, and you help us learn more, and we put what we have learned into practice in our schools, with the communities, with our country. Thank you, Lord. I pray in your name, Jesus Christ. Amen.
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 Thank you so much for the prayer. It was really great. God bless you all. Goodbye.
Bless you.